noticed how the sound of sizzling meat and the smell of smoke can silence the noise of the world? Now that's barbecue therapy. If the fire moves you, like, subscribe, share, and help spread the message because growth, like good barbecue, takes time and patience. Welcome to your therapy session. Welcome back to the Barbecue Therapy Podcast. Or if this is your first time here, welcome to the Barbecue Therapy Podcast. I'm your host, Tavis Bryant, and today we're doing something a little different. There's no guests, no competition recap, no breakdown of ribs, brisket, or chicken. Today's episode is about the mission, the purpose, the heart behind this podcast, and what I truly want from this platform and what I truly want this platform to mean for the barbecue community and beyond. This is an episode that I've wanted to do for a while because if you're going to spend your time listening, following, subscribing, and sharing, you should know exactly what you're part of. The why behind barbecue therapy. Before there was a podcast, there was a feeling that barbecue is so much bigger than food, bigger than trophies, bigger than social media posts or highlight reels. Barbecue has always been about people, about connection, about learning from each other, building each other up, and understanding the stories behind the pit. I met so many pit masters, cooks, backyard warriors, competitors, and one thing became clear to me. Everyone has a story. Everyone has something they've been through. Everyone has moments that shaped them, broke them, taught them, pushed them, or humbled them, or helped them be successful. Those stories, they matter. And too often we only hear about the winning parts, the polished parts, the parts people are comfortable posting online. But that's not where the real value is. The real value is in the struggle, the mistakes, the doubt, the lessons learned the hard way, and how those lessons help those rise to the top. That's why barbecue therapy exists. It's a space where people can be real, not perfect, honest, not filtered, human, not invincible. Some people like to tell only part of the story, and it sets other people up for failure or unrealistic expectations. What this podcast is not. Let me make something crystal clear. Now, I don't mind promoting people's products during the episode. I've done that a lot, as you've seen in every episode. But I'm here for the conversation, to learn more about who comes on the show and get them to educate those in their field and looking to get there and motivate them. But barbecue therapy is not a platform to come on and only promote your products. This isn't a commercial. This isn't a place to push your brand, your merch, or your sauce line. We're not here to make you look like a superhero. This podcast is not for people who think they're above being human. This podcast is not for people who only want to talk about their wins. If you come on this show, we want the full journey, the good, the bad, the ugly, the unexpected, everything that made you who you are. Barbecue therapy is not about ego. It's about experience. It's about connection. It's about helping someone else through your story. So what is barbecue therapy? It's a conversation, a space where pit masters and people in the barbecue world can open up about their journey, not just food they cook, but the life they've lived. We talk about the failures that became lessons, the mistakes that cost time, money, trophies, or confidence, the moments people almost quit, the reason they kept going, the people who believed in them, the memories that hooked them on barbecue in the first place, and the mental side and emotional side of competing, cooking, and creating, and the growth that happens on the way to becoming who they are today. This show is for the listener who wants to learn, the competitor who wants to grow, the backyard cook who wants to push themselves, the dreamer who wants to feel seen, the person who needs encouragement through someone else's honesty. This show is for the people who appreciate the craft and the people behind the craft. One thing I love about this show is the mix of guests. You're going to hear conversations with people you already know, big names, champions, educators, legends of the circuit, but you're also going to meet people you never heard of, people who may not get the spotlight, people who don't have a big following, people who haven't made it yet. But their story is powerful. Their perspective is different. Their journey holds lessons you can use. Sometimes the most impactful stories come from the people nobody expects. And that is what barbecue therapy does. It brings those voices forward. When someone joins me on barbecue therapy, I ask for one thing: honesty. I don't need perfection. I don't need polished answers because I'm not a journalist. I don't need the highlight reel. I want the real stuff, the moments that made you question yourself, the moments that humbled you, the moments that taught you something you can still carry today. I want vulnerability, honesty, and perspective because that's how we help each other grow. I'm not going to get into your personal business and I'm not going to ask about your recipes. That's your business. But if you want to come on this show just to promote yourself, this isn't your platform. But if you want to come on and share what life has taught you around the pit, you're exactly the kind of guest I want. And now let me talk to you directly, the listener. If this podcast gives you value, if an episode motivates you, teaches you, or gives you a new perspective, I'm asking you to support the mission, not with money, not with likes or vanity metrics, but by subscribing, rating, sharing, and help us reach the people who need these conversations. Because this is bigger than numbers. This is about impact. This is about the barbecue community. This is about changing the culture of barbecue in a positive way. Every share helps someone hear a story that might change how they cook, or how they compete, or how they live. At the end of the day, barbecue therapy is about being human. We're not here to make anyone look perfect. We're here to show that everyone, no matter how successful, has faced challenges, doubts, failures, and turning points. And inside those moments, inside that honesty, is where the magic is. That's where people learn. That's where people feel understood. And that's where people realize they're not alone. Barbecue therapy isn't just about barbecue, it's about life through the lens of barbecue. It's about growth through smoke, fire, stories, and scars. It's about connection from the pit to the heart. So thank you truly for being here, for listening, supporting, for believing in this vision. I promise to keep bringing you the real conversations, the real stories, and the real people. No filters, no fluff, just truth and a whole lot of barbecue. This is barbecue therapy, where the fire connects us, the stories shape us, and the journey makes us family. I'm your host, Tavis Bryant, and I'll see you in the next episode. And remember to like, subscribe, and share. We just wrapped up another session of barbecue therapy. Remember, stay patient, stay passionate, and keep that fire burning. Hit subscribe, share the good smoke, and pay the secretary on your way out. Have a blessed day.